Be-doo boop! Day 55 of the second run of 100 Days Making Comics. I'm Ox, and this is where I take at least 30 minutes out of every day to work on my independent comic I never forgot. Issue 1, Issue 2 are already available. 3 should be on its way in the next week or so. Still waiting on proofs, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. What I got done today, last night, I finished up pencils for Issue 4. Took some working at. Right now I'm working on tighter pencils. I'd show off something, but I work with blue pencils, so nothing shows up. But I can promise you this. When I start inking, those are going to be time-lapsed and put on the end of this video. So there might be some delay. I'm going to try putting my phone into airplane mode and doing time-lapse on this one. So then I can just attach the videos together. That'd work the easiest. We'll see if it works out. Hopefully I'll be doing that this weekend. So I'm working on tighter pencils today, tomorrow. I think that'll probably give me enough time. I'm just kind of going over everything, making sure everything's worded correctly, if I have enough room for the word bubbles and everything like that. So it's kind of busy work and maintenance and editorial work before I start hitting it with ink and can't erase at that point. I got finished with them, laid out the 23 pages, and I'm blown away with how much the story is evolving. The last few pages have been kind of hard and difficult to get through just because there was about a week break from when I was working on pencils, getting them done and whatnot. And getting back into the swing of things was proving to be a little bit more difficult than I was anticipating. But now that I have 3 locked down, it's completely done. All I have to do is approve the proofs, and then it'll be off to the printer. Getting back into 4 took some getting used to, but now that it's done, now I can tighten everything up, make sure it's right, and then get on with the inking. So those should definitely be showing up this weekend. I think that's all I've got going on. I finished up the first 5 days for the next print. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get 25 on the print. I'll show you. So this is issue 3's print. And then you got issue 4's print. Oh, that's right. So they're basically huddled masses of zombies with one central character. And what I'm doing with the new one is, let's see if I can do this. Let's see. So I have the Drifter right here, and he's going to have zombies coming after him, which the 6th one, hopefully day 20 or 76 through 100, will have be on this side, and then zombies coming this way. So I figured that'd be good practice to get side profiles of zombies. It'd just be another way to draw 100 of these differently. Working with the facial expressions a lot more, some scars, changing them up ever so slightly just to make 100 different ones of them. I'm liking how it's going so far. By far the different hairstyles and the eyes and different ways you can make puppets look is proving to be the most challenging part of this, because there's so few things I can change on them. That's really what's becoming the hard part about it. But now that I'm 55 days deep, now it's time to see how hard it's gonna get. I don't expect it to be getting easy at any time soon, but I'm excited to see how these next 2 prints turn out. And we'll see if I might have to go to maybe doing a bigger print to end out the 100 different zombies. I was saying yesterday I did get the next spread done. That will be linked. It'll be the first link down in the description. I've also got a few weeks forward. All I have to do is change a few things before they publish. So that's out of the way. So basically, I'm free to get these tighter pencils done and ink. So I'm excited about that. I got 3 videos up yesterday, so don't rush through them. I mean, take your time, because these videos are sporadic at best. They're not like the first 100 days where I was getting one every single day, because I'm just not putting myself through that torture. I've done the first 100-day set, and I went through that process of making sure I got one up every day. And it was tedious to say the least, but I welcomed the challenge with open arms. This one I'm taking my time, making them look a little bit better. And with that being said, like I said in the beginning of the video, 1 and 2 are available. The third is available for pre-order. From my Big Cartel site, the links are down below. You can add me on all the social sites that you want. Now I kind of want to talk about something serious. I wanted to leave this at the end of the video because I know not everybody wants to hear it. Today is National Suicide Prevention Day. World Suicide Prevention Day. And it's a subject that really rings home with me. When I was a lot younger, probably 16 to, I'd say, 28 at least. I'm 31 now, but up to a few years ago, I had suicidal tendencies. I deal with depression from time to time, as I know a lot of people do. And some of the things that helped me when I was getting low was to know that other people are out there experiencing the same things. And I've dealt with them for 15 years now. I'm here. If you want somebody to talk to, I have been retweeting some tweets from suicide prevention sites, just because it's such a real topic to me. I've dealt with it my own self. There have been nights when this is not easy to say. I've talked about this on many platforms, mainly in my blogs, but I've never openly said it on a video, which is a little bit harder than I was expecting. But I have had suicidal tendencies. There have been nights when I would have a knife on my wrist, and although I never cut myself, I had those thoughts, and I thought nothing could get better. And there were nights that I have journal entries that I'm still afraid to read because of what was going on inside my mind. It's not an easy thing to talk about, but finding somebody that's willing to listen is more helpful than you could ever imagine. I was in the middle of a depression bout, and I was on top of the world, and I learned a few of my friends actually were dealing with the same thing, and it's a very serious thing. I've lost a few friends to suicide. I've helped get friends to the hospital when they have attempted suicide. On the same side of the coin, I've been in those dark nights, and I've made it out surprisingly. I can say that I haven't had those tendencies for at least a couple years now, and now that I'm in my 30s, that I don't get nearly that far down anymore. I've found ways to channel that a lot better and deal with it than I used to. But even writing your thoughts down, get them out of your head, and that could be the difference of making it to tomorrow. When you do have depression, getting to the next day is all you should be worrying about. There are people around you that want to see you around. They want you to be in their story as well as they want to be inside of your story. You need to take stock of those people that care for you, and if you are around people that you don't feel care about you, find new friends. Find new people to talk to. The internet's a vast place, and there are a lot of people that have dealt with this. I can promise you that. James Gunn, director for Guardians of the Galaxy, posted something, and I just shared it too. It's such a relieving thing to know that somebody that successful has had these moments as well. You're not alone when you think you are. There are a lot of people that have gone through this, and some of your closest friends may have even thought about it too. Finding somebody to talk to might be the easiest. It might not be the easiest to openly admit or talk about at the moment, but getting it out there and talking about it is such a relief when you do have somebody that won't judge you on it and won't think poorly about you because they've been in those positions. And if you need somebody to talk to, all my social sites are down below. You can message me on any of them. My Facebook's wide open. Facebook.com/ox666. It was from when I was in college. I got this stupid vanity plate, and I regret it, but at the same point, it's easy to throw out there to send people my way. My whole profile is public. Everything I post is public. You can talk to me on there. You can send a comment. You can send me a message. I'm constantly checking my email, so if you want to talk, there are ways to find my phone number. I'm not going to give it out on this video just because I'm fearful of spammers, and I want this to be a serious thing. That if you are looking for somebody to talk to, you can find me. Even if you Twitter message me and ask me for my phone number, I'm willing to give it out to you. So if you want someone to listen to, I'm here for you. And trust me, I've been down that road. Yeah, find me on a social site. If you want to talk, I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I just want you to know that I've gone through it, and I know what you're dealing with. And I'm here for you if you want me to be. I don't think anybody should deal with depression on their own. I've dealt with it on my own far longer than I should have. And in that vein, I've never gotten medication for it or anything. I've never gotten evaluations or anything. But I know those dark days have been there, and I know I could have gotten through them a lot easier. But on the same token, I'm glad that I've had those bad times, that I can show people that you can get through those dark days. I'm here for you. So this has been day 55. I won't say anything more about it. You can tell I'm one of the most positive people you can meet. I still have bad days from time to time. Learning how to get through those days to the tomorrow is one of the hardest things I've found in my life. But knowing that I can get to the next day, is one of the most intense feelings that I know I have. Because I know I mean quite a bit to many people, and they would be heartbroken, as I would be, if I lost any more friends to suicide. It's not an easy thing to deal with, and it's not anything any one person should deal with alone. So I'm here for you if you need to talk. Find me on my social sites. Issue 3 is dealing with this, actually, and I wish I had the proof here so I could show that I'm not lying. That is part of the book. In the back of the sketch area, it has, I believe, day 19 of the second run, I go through and show the notebook sketch story I wrote. In issue 3, the main character claws up his arms because he has these dark thoughts in his mind. And when he comes out of it, his arms all clawed up. And it was paying homage to a scene from Berserk. But at the same time, it was showing that these dark days are a serious thing. And these dark thoughts are a very serious thing. And the sketchbook pages for issue 3 show off this very real story. And basically my character breaking the fourth wall and coming to talk to me and asking to have his arm fixed up so it doesn't detract from the rest of the story. It is a big part of the 3rd issue. But I'm not trying to take it further than that. I've said my piece about it that I want to say, and I don't want it to be the focus of the story. It's a piece of everybody's story, but I don't want it to be the focus of the whole story. There are bigger things in play that I want to get to, and hitting on these certain subjects is my way of saying I'm here to help if you want me to be. So yeah, hit me on my social sites if you want somebody to listen, somebody to talk to. I've stayed up 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, talking to friends, talking them down off that cliff, and I've had friends do the same for me. Don't go through it alone. Find some help. I'm here for you. There are many lines available. Just know that you are incredible and people want you in their lives, and knowing that means quite a bit when you get to this stage and you have dealt with it for so long. The fact that you start to realize that you mean more in people's lives is such a benefit, and I want you to be around to realize how incredible you are too. That's all I'm going to say on it today. Tomorrow I'll check in for day 55 of the second run of 100 Days Making Comics. I hope today is treating you well. Like I said, find me on all my social sites. Start up a conversation. I'm here for you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.